Today on Softball 360, meet the sluggers of Team Mikan, the returning champs on the USA Softball Stadium Power Tour. Find out what it takes to earn the title, world's greatest softball home run hitter. Time to crown a national champion. We'll preview the NCAA Women's College World Series from USA Softball Hall of Fame Stadium, OGE Energy Field in Oklahoma City. Host Jenny Finch shares another softball secret to upgrade your game. And the gold standard continues. The nation's best young ladies come together to continue the tradition of the USA Softball Gold National Championships. Softball 360, presented by USA Softball, is ready to rock and fire.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Softball 360. We're here to see the best of the best compete on the center stage. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Softball 360, presented by USA Softball. I'm your host, Jenny Finch, and today we're going to be taking a look at the defending champs of the USA Softball Stadium Power Tour. Let's take a look at Team Mikan as they look to defend their title again this year.
These are the tools of champion.
Attaboy, go.
In the massive hands of Team Mikan, they simply send softballs soaring. Team Mikan boasts a roster that is clearly World Championship caliber. Let's start with two-time Power Tour champ, Kevin "Flip" Philby.
I'm excited. I mean, new year, another year under my belt. Got lucky enough to win it last year, so hopefully we can get the stars to align again one more year and bring another title back to Mikan.
And four-time Power Tour champ, Denny Grand Slam Crime.
You know, Philby's won it twice. He won it last year. I've won it 4 times. We're going to be hard to beat.
This year, it's a new era for Team Mikan as some rookie sluggers step up to the plate with the same goals. They want to be the best and continue the Mikan home run tradition.
I just feel like if I just get the ball in the air, it'll go. I mean, I feel confident in myself that if I can lift it, if I can hit it down, I feel confident in my swing. Whatever needs to happen, I can do it. So just a matter of trying to find a smooth swing and in front of thousands of people. So just try to be calm, relax, and just get it done.
Around the league, there's plenty of respect for Mikan, but this is a team that also evokes fear when they step up to the plate. At any moment, they could launch a 500-foot show bomb.
You know at the end of it all, he's going to be in the mix. He's a professional hitter. He gets the ball in the air, and he's similar to the Team Easton guys. He's going to be in the mix somewhere, so you got to watch out for him.
Team Mikan relies on the latest in bat technology to help them repeat as Power Tour champs. The world's greatest softball home run hitters feel their edge, and what puts them over the top comes directly from their Mikan bat.
Mikan's great because it's right out of the wrapper. I mean, you can take it out and hit it over 300 feet off on a softball field. Well, the Mikan bat can help your game by, you know, if you need to hit a ground ball through the 6-hole or wherever, it needs to get through the infield a little bit harder with the miles per hour off the bat, the exit velocity. So if you hit a ball harder through there, it's a base hit. If you don't, it's caught. So I think that's where Mikan succeeds.
There's no good secret to the success of the Mikan sluggers. Just old-fashioned sweat, hard work, and plenty of grit.
Always play hard and, you know, give it 110%. That's the only way I know.
Best advice I would say given to me is stay humble. Whatever you do, stay humble. You're never bigger than the game. You're never bigger than life itself. A team player first and a humble player, and do what has to be done for your team to win.
Team Mikan is certainly a collection of the best sluggers in the game, but at the core, this is a group that has love and deep respect for softball. They know it's much more than a game.
And the friendships that you make are lifelong friendships that you can't get anywhere else. The community is great.
I actually like watching guys play the game the right way. You know, you take your swing, and I think that's great at softball.
Denny DC Crine is a 4-time Stadium Power Tour champ. He has hinted, though, that this may be his last season hitting. You do not want to miss him. Be sure to go to softball360.com to find a Stadium Tour stop near you and for the latest results.
From the ultimate softball experience to world-class tailgating, when Softball 360 returns, Venus Taylor shares a softball tour de force from the NCAA Women's College World Series from the softball capital of the world. Time for a preview of the USA Softball Stadium Power Tour. Round 1 from a beauty of a ballpark, Petco Park, home of the San Diego Padres, as we begin the journey to find out who is the world's greatest softball home run hitter.
Softball 360, presented by USA Softball, is brought to you by Easton Sports. There is a difference, and the difference is Easton. By Monster, the highest performance softball bats on the planet. And by Worth Sports. Elevate your level of play with innovative high-performance equipment.
For the gold standard in softball, look no further than the Gold National Championships, the premier national championships for teams 16 under and 18 and under. These girls are on their way to great things. Let's take a look at what it takes to compete at the Gold National Championship.
The gold standard continues. The nation's best 16 and 18 under athletes come together to continue the tradition of the USA Softball Gold National Championship. The USA Softball Gold National Championship attracts the best teams and players from across the nation. Many are already college-bound via a softball scholarship, but there are also plenty of college scouts on hand evaluating potential new recruits.
These ladies are very talented, and they're growing up watching now World Series on TV, which has grabbed some of the prime time spots, and everything has grown so much, and the level of instruction that they're getting now with lessons and having their own pitching coaches, hitting coaches. They even have trainers at this age. I mean, they're so advanced, so much more advanced than we were when we played.
One team that has made the Gold National Championship an annual trip is American Pastime. The legendary team from Southern California has participated in every single gold tourney with a perfect attendance for more than a quarter century.
We have a very high standard of conduct and character that we require from our athletes. And that way we draw those type of people and those type of athletes. And that's represented.
American Pastime helps athletes achieve their potential and has sent dozens of players to the college softball stage.
It's some of the top teams I've seen. We've had such great competition here. It's definitely been a battle. This is our second game in ITP, so it's definitely hard, and I love it.
Last year, the USA Softball 18 Under Gold was contested at the softball capital of the world, Oklahoma City. Many games were held at the USA Softball Hall of Fame complex, known as the Mecca of softball to fans around the country. Home of the national governing body, numerous softball legends have played on this hallowed ground. From Olympians to world-class Hall of Famers, they've all played on this iconic field. Next door at the USA Softball Hall of Fame Museum and Gift Shop, check out the latest softball styles. As you walk into the shrine of softball, the walls of the Hall of Fame come alive, honoring the greats of the game, men and women who helped take the sport to a new level. With plenty for the teams to do between games, Oklahoma City is a town that embraces its cowboy heritage. Prepare yourself for some good old-fashioned barbecue and enjoy walking the streets of a bustling downtown. Ultimately, it's the game that brings the teams and families together. The Softball Diamond is like a classroom, offering life lessons to all.
It's huge in life lessons, hard work and overcoming failure and getting over fear. It's teamwork, cooperation, you know, picking yourself over the team, over you know, buying into something bigger than yourself. It's huge, and these ladies are getting confident. They're in shape, and they can handle anything when they go into the real world.
It's a given that gold goes to the winner, but gold is also awarded to the players and coaches who take part in this life-changing tournament. This year, the USA Softball Gold National Championships head to Clearwater, Florida. For more information, log on to usasoftball.com.
Playing at the national championship is a highlight for any summer team. I think back at all the treasured memories traveling around the country, playing girls from all over, competing together for that one common goal. That's what the game is all about.
Still ahead, a history lesson in show bombs. Chronicle the saga of the Western Metal Supply Building at Petco Park in San Diego. We'll explain why it's become a home run target for the USA Softball Stadium Power Tour sluggers. What is Venus Taylor about to experience at an LSU tailgate party? When Softball 360 returns, sample the fun and games at the NCAA Women's College World Series in Oklahoma City.
Good, strong, and balanced. They call this the tip of the triangle. Moving towards home plate, they have a firm, solid break. You want every advantage you can possibly have when you take the field. And your playing surfaces are a big part of that. And you're constantly traveling on new and different fields. I always advise players to go out to your position, see how the dirt bounces, see where the divots are, check out the backstop. Every advantage you can have counts, especially in those tough, close games. So you want to make sure that you're prepared when you step on that playing field. One of the showcase events in softball is the NCAA Women's College Softball World Series. The top 8 Division I teams compete all season long to make it back to USA Softball Hall of Fame Stadium in Oklahoma City. They are all competing for that national championship.
It's softball time in Oklahoma.
At the NCAA Women's College World Series, the headlines are made on the field. The best of the best in college softball go head-to-head to crown a national champion.
Because it's an experience that everyone needs to have. It's the championships of all championships.
Beyond the headlines are the fans, the colorful characters whose love of the sport has no limits. From bears to ducks and even gators, it may sound like a zoo. And as Venus Taylor discovered, their passion for softball cannot be confined.
Here we go, Gators!
Hooray! The kids to be out here and living a dream that they've all had since they were little, it's just it's a special moment.
Good old Rocky Top! Woo! Rocky Top, Tennessee!
Woo!
The USA Softball Hall of Fame complex is widely regarded as the finest softball facility in the world. At the NCAA Women's College World Series, all eyes are watching.
In Oklahoma City, things have gotten big at the World Series. I mean, big. Look at this glove. Things have gotten so big, you have to bring a glove like this to catch the action.
The fun and games at the World Series extends to the NCAA softball experience. There's plenty to see and do before the first pitch.
Once a baller, always a baller, right?
Right, exactly.
All right.
Still got it for sure.
At the Women's College World Series, there's plenty of school spirit. Being true to your school was never so much fun.
Is this the winning touch? I think it is. I'm stirring up some
To get ready for the games, fans must properly prepare, and tailgating is a part of that pregame fun, and for most, an annual tradition that brings people from all across the U.S.
There it is.
LSU fans are no beginners when it comes to the sport of tailgating.
Down-home sausage from Stonewall, Louisiana. The best in the whole wide world. There it is right there.
The jalapeno sausage, and I remember this from last year, so you know it's good.
And fans of the LSU Tigers brought a little bit of the bayou to OKC.
Tell me about that boudin. Tell me about it.
I never know what's in it. I just eat it. That's all it is.
So it's kind of like a gumbo.
Yes, it's kind of like a gumbo. Gumbo looks like sausage.
She is an honorary Cajun now. She ate our food. She came to our tailgate. She experienced Louisiana in one plate right there.
For a stage this big, the players need the proper space to prepare. Each year in June, 8 of the best softball teams gather to push themselves to determine a national champion. And for their fans, family, and friends, lifetime memories will also be created.
It's exciting. Tigerific day.
You know, for the fans out there that have never been here, put it on your bucket list. This is a place that the excitement here, whether it's a 1-0 game or it's an 11-10 game, these student athletes are putting it on the line. You know, unfortunately in this game, somebody had to go home. Some careers came to an end. And you could tell when it was over who was happy and who was sad. But those young ladies put it all out there for us, and it was a very entertaining game.
One of my greatest memories in Oklahoma is winning it all with the University of Arizona. My junior year, we had 8 seniors that year, and so to be able to send out those 8 seniors with a national championship was the greatest feeling in the world. Take me back to Oklahoma City.
The USA Softball Stadium Power Tour heads to sunny San Diego. Stay tuned to learn more about the popular Power Tour destination.
Softball 360, presented by USA Softball, is brought to you by Miken Sports, elite equipment for the elite player. Dudley, the official softball of the Stadium Power Tour. And by employee-owned Long Haul Trucking. We're looking for quality drivers. Log on to longhaultrucking.com.
We're kicking off our season opener of the USA Softball Stadium Power Tour, and we're heading out to San Diego, California to Petco Park. It's one of our most popular stops, and we're going to show you why.
Round 1 of the 2017 USA Softball Stadium Power Tour heads to Petco Park in San Diego. The world's greatest home run hitters are ready to set the pace for a new season.
So when you're stepping into the box, you kind of take it all in, you look around, but then you gotta get focused. You gotta get ready for the first pitch. I mean, you gotta get locked in because you only get 15 pitches, so you gotta make them all count.
Voted as one of the top parks in the big leagues, Petco Park is a treat for fans and players alike. Last season at Softball Night, thousands of San Diego softball teams were on hand to see their home run heroes. It's easy to see why Petco Park is a favorite for both fans and players, featuring a mashup of old and new and offering a ballpark feel second to none in the country. The architects worked the historical Western Metal Supply building into the design of the park. And today, Western Metal has quickly become a target for sluggers on the USA Softball Stadium Power Tour. In the past, some epic battles have taken place, and some legendary show bombs were sent out of Petco Park.
For 3, that is why they call them the Bombers. Wow, and he's not gonna stop. San Diego, how do you like them apples? Woo! Does not stop. San Diego, do you like what you see? Scoreboard right there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold the phones. That is going to be in another zip code. Wow.
Many questions will be answered at Petco Park in round 1. Can Denny Crine slug his way to an unprecedented 5th Power Tour title? With Chris G-Man Greinert now slugging for Monsta, will Greinert lead off with a big start? For the world's greatest softball home run hitters, The answers will unfold at this beauty of a ballpark.
We'll have your home run heroes and highlights from round 1 of the Stadium Power Tour next week on Softball 360. If you have a storyline idea, we'd love to hear from you. Reach out to us on Facebook, and we're always live at usasoftball.com and softball360.com. My mantra, dream and believe, y'all.
Next week on Softball 360, the world's best softball is coming to Oklahoma City for the World Cup of Softball. Discover the international appeal of softball as the world celebrates softball's return to the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. Go one-on-one with the Sluggers from Team Easton, one of the legacy teams on the USA Softball Stadium Power Tour. What are the secrets to launching 500-foot homers out of the park? Brian Wegman, Travis Clark, and Brett the Hitman Helmer will show you how to do it. Those stories next week on Softball 360, presented by USA Softball.